I welcome you to this session of ISO 9001 2015. Today we are going to talk about clause number 8.5.5 post delivery activities. So, as usual, first of all, I'll read out the requirement to you as given in the standard. So, clause number 8.5.5 post delivery activities. The organization shall meet requirements for post-delivery activities associated with the products and services. In determining the extent of post-delivery activities that are required, the organization shall consider A. Statutory and regulatory requirements, B. Potential undesired consequences associated with its products and services, C. The nature, use, and intended lifetime of its products and services, D. Customer requirements, and E. Customer feedback. Now, there is a note below this which says post delivery activities can include actions under warranty provisions, contractual obligations such as maintenance services and supplementary services such as recycling or final disposal. So this is all that is there in this requirement, and now let us discuss it in more detail. So as you understand, the organization is providing certain products and services to the customer, and once the products and services have been provided, then after that, what are the requirements which the organization is supposed to fulfill, or where are the obligations of the organization? So to determine this extent of post delivery activities that are required to be fulfilled by the organization is supposed to consider certain things, and as given in the note, the post delivery activities can include actions under warranty provisions. So, if the product or the service is under warranty, then whatever is the obligation of the organization within the warranty period, that has to be met. So, action under warranty period. Then contractual obligations. If the contract says something about post delivery activities, those obligations have to be fulfilled, such as maintenance services, supplementary services such as recycling or final disposal. As you may be knowing, see, in case of any batteries or any printer cartridges, there is an obligation on the part of the organization to take back the old used disposable devices and then undertake to destroy them in an environment friendly manner. So this is how the post delivery activities pertaining to such kind of products is fulfilled by the organization. So in determining the post delivery activities that are required, the organization has to consider the following things: A, B, C, D, E. There are 5 things given in this. Let us consider one by one. So A is statutory and regulatory requirements. So the organization is bound to provide any post-delivery service if that is part of the statutory and regulatory requirements. So we have to consider this, and the organization cannot escape from this, because this is a statutory or regulatory requirement. So if there is anything pertaining to post-delivery service, the organization has to fulfill that. Now B says the potential undesired consequences associated with its products and services. There could be some potential undesired effects. Maybe the product is such which may give some problem if not properly handled or something like that. So there are some potential undesired consequences associated with the product or the service, the organization is supposed to come to the rescue of the purchaser or the outside organization who has availed our service. The organization has to come for support in case of any undesired consequences happening subsequent to the post delivery period. So the nature, then next is the nature, the use, intended lifetime of its products and services. So depending on this, if there is anything which the organization is supposed to, any service the organization is supposed to provide during the lifetime of the product and services, the organization has to consider it and it has to provide that service. The customer requirements. Now, looking at the customer requirement, the customer might have made certain provision that they may need certain services by the organization after they purchase the products. So, post delivery requirements as put by the customer in the contract itself. So, that becomes the customer requirement. So, if the customer has demanded anything and if the organization has agreed to that by accepting the contract, then the organization is obliged to provide that service or whatever support is required by the customer. Then the last one is the customer feedback. Depending on the customer feedback, the organization may consider to provide certain service because the feedback which is taken from the customer is analyzed, and then by analyzing we come to certain conclusions that there could be certain defects where the organization must come forward and provide support to the customer. So in such cases, wherever there is a valid feedback from the customer and it is required to provide some kind of service or support to the customer, that service or support has got to be provided. So that's all in this total requirement. I hope you have understood the entire requirement, and if there is anything which is not clear to you, please put your comments below this video and I will explain that to you. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that as and when I load the next video, the information will reach you well in time so that without delay you can have a look at the video. Okay, thank you very much, and in case you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up. Please do share my videos with your friends and colleagues. I'll feel very happy if you do so. Thank you very much for watching my videos, and bye bye, and see you next week. Bye.